Imagine being Benjamin Franklin 300 years ago when he came up with the best external lighting protection we've seen to date. It's hard to believe that his lightning rod didn't receive a significant update until the 1970s under the influence of Star Wars. Now the laser lightning rod project is complete. Here's how it works. A laser fires into the sky, leaving a 164-foot plasma trail that attracts lightning like a blockbuster sail on steam attracts you. Then it safely directs the lightning to a zone where it can safely discharge its energy, which is powerful enough to juice up 25 million 12-volt car batteries. That means we could prevent losing 24,000 people annually and keep your PC safe during the storms. Unlike its predecessor, this laser version can even protect entire airports, which means videos like these may become a thing of the past. Man overboard! Gone are the days of tossing a life ring to someone in distress at sea. Enter the Deon Rescue Scoop RSA, a 23-foot scoop operated by a standard deck crane that can gently receive a person from the water within minutes, even if they're unconscious and have drifted up to 20 feet from the vessel. The net can support up to 1,100 pounds, enough to lift a Brendan Fraser-sized character. Now, nobody has to dive into cold water like Captain Jack Sparrow chasing after Miss Swan. If you'd rather not find yourself in a John McClane situation, then it's time to invest in this gadget now. The SPARS project is here to rescue you if you're trapped in a fire in a building ranging from 50 to 1,000 meters tall, meaning you'd be safe even in the Burj Khalifa. The high-rise parachute safety system deploys in under a minute and weighs just 55 pounds, but it's sturdy enough to support someone as hefty as The Rock. Designed like a giant shuttlecock, it ensures that you'll land safely and smoothly, much softer than if you were caught mid-air by Dominic Toretto. Imagine, just 3 Minin Ark 2 inflatable lifeboats could have saved all 2,208 passengers aboard the Titanic. The largest Minin Ark 2 lifeboat today can unfold and inflate in 90 seconds, accommodating up to 860 people within 30 minutes. This marine evacuation system won't capsize even in a Force 8 storm, and its sophisticated thermal insulation keeps passengers from freezing in the middle of the ocean while waiting for rescue. It's complemented by the Super Slide, which unfurls in seconds to a length of 12 meters, allowing you to quickly evacuate from a burning ship into a lifeboat. With technology like this, crossing the Atlantic by ship doesn't seem so scary anymore. While an enemy missile is in flight, you might have less than a minute to take cover. Thankfully, there is now a steel-life capsule designed in Ukraine that could save you right in your apartment. Resembling a large safe for 3 to 6 people, this 1,874-pound behemoth can protect against debris, even in the event of a building collapse of up to 16 stories. During testing, the capsule withstood a weight of 43 tons and the impact of a 2,425-pound slab dropped from 10 meters without sustaining serious damage. Additionally, it's fire resistant for up to 30 minutes, so including some respirators and a fire extinguisher inside is a good idea. This thing is definitely more reliable than Indiana Jones's fridge, that's for sure. If you're feeling anxious about current world events, consider ordering yourself a protective wall. Yes, you heard that right. A standard 5-inch panel from 3B Protection can withstand gunfire from high-caliber weapons, exceeding the UL Level 8 standard by 800%. If you happen to be a bigwig and someone decides to plant an explosive device somewhere nearby, don't worry, the wall will still stand. It'll confuse criminals because it looks just like a regular brick wall. And if you're concerned about the environment, don't be. The company uses recycled materials and cares for nature like it cares for you, ensuring resistance to tornadoes, earthquakes, and fires. When sailors face an out-of-control fire, the Viking Norsafe Freefall Lifeboat can save the crew. This rescue vessel accelerates and dramatically drops from heights of up to 164 feet. That's higher than the Eiffel Tower. The thought of it might have you shaking in your boots, but this evacuation method has its advantages. The lifeboat is able to quickly move away from the ship, avoiding any fire and oil spills. That's all amazing, of course, but I only want my free-falling experiences on Disney World rides, please. In the event of a fire, you can lose a lot of time quickly while searching for a fire extinguisher or waiting for rescuers. That's why some smart people invented the fire extinguishing ball, which puts flames out in just 3 seconds. Simply install it where a fire might break out, like above the stove or in the engine compartment of a car. The ball activates automatically upon contact with flame, releasing a special chemical substance. The resulting explosion looks intimidating, but it won't harm anyone nearby. The manufacturers claim that this invention once saved the lives of over 50 people during a fire in a Turkish hospital. What would you name this Pokemon? About 47,000 people experience a wild animal attack every year in the US. Well, the eye catcher camera ensures you don't end up in a predicament like Hugh Glass and the bear. This AI device identifies wild animals faster than Artie spots the predator in camouflage mode and sends the data straight to your phone. The rest is up to you. Either stay indoors or play a sound to scare the critter off. With Eye Catcher, you can sleep peacefully. Plus, you can even set up the camera to recognize humans too, thereby protecting wildlife from poachers. A sandstorm in Dubai almost turns the city into Arrakis. What could save this 3 million strong metropolis? 25 sandstorm-absorbent skyscrapers, that's what. These stylish structures operate on the principle of magnetic panels. They attract charged sand and dust particles, like DiCaprio attracts young models, storing their energy in sand batteries to power parts of the city. How cool is that? While it's still just a 3D concept, don't forget that this city basically didn't even exist 30 years ago. So, by the time you're watching this video, sandstorm-absorbent skyscrapers might already be operational. To ensure that firefighters stay safe and keep taking photos like this, there are now micro-turbine fire rescue robots that operate up to 984 feet away. One of these little guys can extinguish a fire up to 246 feet away by blasting 6,000 liters per minute at the flames. That's 30 times more than a standard fire hose. This robot can even handle a massive hangar fire. While firefighters evacuate people, this offspring of a fire hose and a bulldozer creates escape routes. The head monitor continues to douse the fire as it rotates 180 degrees or 360 degrees, while a plow clears the path. But of course, the rescuers get all the glory and praise. The US experiences over 1,000 tornadoes annually, but an 8-foot concrete bunker can save you from even an F5 tornado. If you're thinking of just waiting it out in the basement, remember a series of tornadoes in December 2021 totally destroyed homes in Mayfield, Kentucky, but the tornado-safe shelter withstood a 20-ton bulldozer without even bending. Don't be surprised by the lack of high-tech features. 3 simple bolts on the door ensure you can open the shelter from the inside. These storm hideouts can be installed by professionals in your yard or garage in just a couple of days, and they'll leave a clean work site too. The survival capsule will keep you afloat and protect you from debris during a tsunami, even if the wave is like the one on Miller's plant in Interstellar. I'm not exaggerating. In the testing phase, the shelter was dropped from the 200 feet high Palouse Falls and emerged with no serious dents. Even its bulletproof windows remained intact. This spherical device, created using NASA aerospace technologies, is available in diameters from 6 to 8 feet and can accommodate 2 to 16 people, enough to fit the Gallagher family. The first capsule was produced by a sweet lady from Long Beach because in case of a tsunami, she wouldn't be able to climb a mountain or tall building with her pets. The survival capsule comes with a 5-day supply of provisions per passenger, and you can order extra comforts like solar panels to charge your iPhone and a dry powder seat toilet, making you feel a bit like a cat. Did you know that Venice is being saved from flooding by Moses, or rather MOSE, a system of 78 bright yellow barriers, each stretching 1,100 feet? It took over 20 years and $8 billion to construct. The cost was apparently worth it because, in 2020, the barrier held back a storm surge and a 130-centimeter tide, saving the city and a plethora of tourists during a festival in San Marcos Square. To prevent a flood from ruining your Saturday barbecue, consider installing a flood prevention system like the Watergate, a self-inflating, durable PVC barrier that can be deployed across any terrain in minutes, while your neighbors spend hours filling sandbags. The principle is simple. As the water level rises, the structure expands more. And for protecting entire cities, there are automatic barriers from Flood Control Limited. This system is installed underground and doesn't obstruct people or traffic in any way. A huge plus is its uninterrupted power supply, ensuring the device operates even during a citywide blackout. This system has been protecting the historic architecture of Edinburgh and Wakefield for over 10 years, saving British authorities millions of taxpayer dollars. If you don't want to protect your home from flooding like this guy, better buy a self-closing barrier from SCFB. It operates automatically and even has a water diversion feature, so if you're sleeping, you won't find yourself in this lady's situation. If the self-riding throwover life raft had existed 80 years ago, Thor Heyerdahl would have chosen it for his journey across the Pacific. Not even the Kraken could flip this raft, no matter how hard it tries. It instantly returns to the upright position. It's so easy to use. Simply release the fitting, throw the raft overboard, and pull the rope. It unfolds and inflates in less than a minute, even underwater. The self-riding throwover life raft is suitable for any vessels with a side height of up to 118 foot and can hold up to 150 people. It is almost impossible to predict an avalanche, and its speed reaches 230 feet per second, so don't hit the slopes without the ABSPDE airbag. It activates in 1 second, and unlike other similar devices, this 6.6-pound backpack doubles your chances of survival because it has 2 air cushions instead of 1. If you're in a group of mountaineers and everyone has an ABSPDE, anyone can activate your airbag. If you're swept away faster than you can say, "Oh no!" Those who have tried the ABSPDE said they were carried by the avalanche for 980 to 1,300 foot, and the cushion not only kept them afloat, but it remained intact. Isn't that the best endorsement? The SHERP and 1200 all-terrain vehicle is the most versatile transport on Earth, capable of serving as both a boat and a snowmobile. Although it can't fly, the SHERP can climb to heights of over 18,000 feet with a load of 2,645 pounds. With 307 liters of fuel, it can travel for 3 days at speeds up to 25 miles per hour, even through the desert. It's the perfect vehicle for the apocalypse. Its tires inflate using exhaust gases, and the wheels have additional fuel tanks built in. By the way, these monster vehicles have already saved people from floods. Each machine can carry up to 9 people, including the driver. The SHERP M1200 can also tow up to 5,500 pounds. So, if done right, 30 people can be rescued at once. Would you like to have one in your fleet? Let us know in the comments. If you love diving into the ocean, consider getting a Shark Banes bracelet, which will protect you from sharks within a 3 to 6 foot radius. Relax, Greenpeace, no shark gets hurt. The electromagnetic field of Shark Banes is like shining a bright light in their eyes, and the toothy creature will simply want to get away as fast as possible. And to prevent surfers from finding themselves in a situation like Blake Lively's character, there's the Freedom Plus Surf Gadget, which works in a similar way to Shark Banes. This 8.8-ounce device repels various types of sharks at depths of up to 11.5 feet and can be attached to any surfboard. So these devices will help you be ready for unusual encounters like this one. When you suddenly start sinking, time is of the essence. Luckily, the swim vest inflates in just 1 second, and its triple cushion flips you face up faster than Aquaman, even if you weigh 220 pounds. Unlike standard life vests, the 14-ounce swim vest doesn't hinder swimming and is so soft it won't chafe your skin. so you can wear it over your body or a wetsuit for extra safety. Better to be safe than end up as one of the 236 we lose to drowning every year, right? That's all for today. While we're preparing a new selection of mind-blowing gadgets for you, let us know what impressed you the most from this video. See ya!